Hi guys, and welcome to my first map combo for 1.36. Now this map combo is of course for the beta version, so there are things on this map combo that works very well, and there are a couple of things that also work but probably not perfect, and we're gonna go through all of that today. But before I start, I want to point out where I am. I am on the Romania extended, Roextended map, and I'm in Ukraine, and I'm in Luhansk, one of the 3 new cities on Romania extended 2.3.5, made specifically for 1.36. Now, the only ones who are able to find this map is those of us who have bought the €5 ppm membership for Romania Extended. Those of us that gets the latest paid version for free every time a new version is released. So this map combo requires the paid version of Romania Extended. At least that is the only version that I have tested on this map combo. So if you are trying to use a older version, the free latest version of Romania Extended, I'll take no responsibility if it doesn't work. But those of us who are fortunate enough to have the PPM, we can now enjoy even more cities on Romania Extended, and I highly recommend that you, if you don't have PPM, go to Roextended.ro and pay €5 for PPM to ensure that you always have the latest available version of Romania Extended. Otherwise, you'll probably not be able to enjoy this map combo as much as I do. Now, before we go through how you set this up and what the map looks like, we need to talk a little bit about the map mods you won't find here today. I've basically tried to recreate my global map combo, and the first one you won't find here is Pro Mods. No shockers there really, because Pro Mods never works on the beta version of the game. So there's no surprise there. You'll always have to wait for the final version of the game to be released, and then after some weeks there will be a new version of Pro Mods. It's the same thing here. This is still in beta, so don't expect a new version of Pro Mods for 1.36 to be released in at least another, I'm gonna say, month. So for that reason, we do not have any of the map mods that otherwise requires Pro Mods. They're all gone. Unfortunately, we don't have Southern Region here, and that is a major loss, especially now with the new version of Romania Extended, because there is now a road connection between Roextended and Southern Region, and I can't use it because Southern Region doesn't work. Funny story, the error messages you get if you try to add Southern Region are exactly the same we had when 1.35 was in beta. So the crash looks in the log file exactly the same as it did on 1.35. Anyway, we don't have, and this is worrisome, we don't have Afromap. So basically this means that Afromap, since it is no longer available, it's either discontinued or it's becoming a paid mod in the future, doesn't matter. Afromap doesn't work on 1.36, so that is gone forever now. Fortunately, we have Maghreb map in the works, so Maghreb will replace Afromap over time. I wish North Map worked, because you can't use North Map with Pro Mods, but of course, since we don't have Pro mods here, I kind of hoped that North Map version 1.7, the latest version, would work. Unfortunately, it doesn't. EAA, and that is not a surprise really, doesn't work either. Version 5.1, the latest one, hasn't been tested for 1.36. Next version 5.2 is already being tested on 1.36, so 5.2 will, once it's released, fully support 1.36, but right now we can't use it, and unfortunately we can't use Republic of China instead either, because Republic of China still has the same problem. It's not compatible with 1.36 yet. However, on this map combo I am using ROS, but I've also tested this combo with Volga map instead. You can't use both ROS and Volga map, but you can choose. So you're actually able to choose between Volga map and ROS for this combo. Of course, Volga map only contains 5 cities, I think it is, whereas ROS have support for, I don't know how many cities it is, 50 perhaps, I don't know. But ROS is much bigger than Volga map, so I'm using ROS here because ROS is the most difficult one to set up. Volga map is very straightforward, nothing really there to wonder about, but I'm showing you today how you set this up with ROS. If you want to set it up with Volga map instead, just remove ROS and add Volga map just above Rusmap instead, and you should be fine. So there's the map mods that didn't make it onto the combo, or requires you to choose between a map mod you already have and another one if you want to switch ROS out. Now it's time to take a look at the setup and go through the map mods that actually made it in, before we then take a look at what that looks like on the map itself. And here are the map mods. Those of you who are using my older map combos for 1.35, I'll point out the new mods for you here. We still have the same version of Australia map that we used to have, Australia map model, map, def and quick fix 4. Still the same version of Antarctica, map and def. Still the same version of PJ Indo. Still the same version of Great Steppe, model, map, def and ferry fix. Still the same version of Road to Aral. And still the same versions of Rusmap Model 2, Model, Map, Def and Rudis old city names. Then we have the brand new version of Romania Extended version 2.35, or is it 36? Who knows? I'm just kidding, it's just version 2.35 for version 1.36, and this map is only available for those of you who have PPM with Romania Extended. So those of you who spent €5 or more for the latest version of Romania Extended have access to this. The rest of you, sorry guys, no can do. There might be a free version available for 1.36, just make sure in that case that it is made specifically for 1.36. If it doesn't work with the free version, nothing I can do about that. I am using the PPM version, the paid €5 paid version of Romania Extended, so 2.35, that works. Along with the 2.35 English city names to cover the new cities that were added, and the new 2.35 Rusmap road connection. And then we have the free YKSRSK 1.9.5 made for 1.36. So the old version of 1.9.5 that was made for 1.35 do not work. You need to use the 1.36 version. or at least that is all I have tested. We still use the same great step to YKSRSK road connection and the same old version of Russian open spaces model map, open spaces, vehicle, vehicle truck. Same old Russian open spaces fix, heavy cargo and English names for heavy cargo, as well as speed of snow. We have the same old road connections between ROS and Rusmap, as well as the road connection between ROS and Great Steppe. And again, still same old version of English city and cargo names for ROS. We have the old version of Paris Rebuilt and the old version of Swedish Islands. I'm using version 1.02, and make sure that you too use version 1.02. Do not use the ProMods 1.10 version. That will kind of work, but not entirely. So make sure that you use the no ProMods version of this map, which is the, again, version 1.02. We have a new version of TexFix as well. This is version 4. And so make sure that you're not using the old version 3. Download the new version 4. And that goes, by the way, for all of those of you who are still using version 1.35. This new version, time to move up to this. And then finally the ETS2 LambSat BG map borders black STD standard version. Bengan made this one, and he have been given the coordinates for the map zoom or the numbers, whatever, by Arayas as well. And this is the non-ProMods based background map, so make sure that you are using the non-ProMods based background instead. It is again entirely made by Bengan J. And that is the entire setup. And on the map, let's start with the background here. Beautiful as always, still the same version as we used on 135, with UK being a little bit off due to its scale. It is, after all, not 1:19 as the rest of Europe is, even though it's only SCS. It is on the 1:15 scale, so yeah, it doesn't quite fit here. It looks a lot better with ProMods in place, really, so this is a beta version, just accept it. We have Swedish Islands, we have Rusmap, and we have ROS. We have the Great Steppe and the road to Aral. We have the road connections between ROS and southern region, Great Steppe and Rusmap. We have PJ Indo, Antarctica and Australia, and the brand new, not surprised at all, Arayas has updated his maps for 1.36 already. I wish everyone was as quick as he is. We have the 1.3.5 version of Romania Extended and the updated 1.9.5 version of YKSRSK. New on YKSRSK are these cities here in Syria. Again, never mind them being slightly off the map, the background. Again, it is a beta version. And on the new version of Roextended, we have this part here, so 3 new cities. They would of course normally then be connected to southern region, but southern region has not been updated for 1.36. After all, 1.36 is still in beta. We also have the road connection between YKSRSK and great step. And I think that covers all except Paris Rebuilt is here as well. There you have it. No EAA, no Afro map, nothing like that. Now I should point out that even though these maps kinda works, especially ROS and Australia and Antarctica needs some updates to work fully with 1.36. They work now, the game doesn't crash, at least it hasn't done that for me during my hauls on these maps. But trust me when I say you do not want to look at the log while you're hauling. Don't bother with looking at the console while you're driving around or hauling around on these maps. It's not a pretty sight, but it works, it doesn't crash, and that is always the thing that I strive for. I mean, combining a ton of different map mods never gives you a error-free log. It's not how combining maps work, and I'm very happy that people have stopped asking me about errors in the game log, because that doesn't say anything, especially not when you're running a combo like this, and especially now that we're doing it on the beta version of the game. Just bear with it. And as always, if you have any problems loading my combos, make sure that you aren't using any other mods on that profile when you add the combo. I mean, that could work, but if you have crashes, remove all mods, make sure the profile still works, and then you add the map combo only. And if that works, you may start adding your other mods back in again one by one until you find out which one of them were causing the crashes. If it doesn't work despite you remove all mods, or despite you only use the map combo, you should try creating a new profile, complete the first haul on that profile, and then you may add the map combo only to that profile. And if that doesn't work, please post your game.log file on my Discord server. There's a link to it in the video description. On the Discord server I have a support channel, and we are 800 people on my Discord server now, so just add your game log to that channel and someone will help you figure out what the hell is causing the problems. So hopefully we will be able to help you solve any such issues. And with that said, I think we are done for the day. Thank you very much for watching. I know this became a rather lengthy video, but yeah, it's a beta version. There's a lot of things to say about it. And if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe as well. And as always, feel free to share any of my videos on any of your social media. It probably, hopefully, helps me grow, and for that I am eternally grateful. Take care everyone. Bye bye.